Hello, I'm Sergeant Ann Justice with the Phoenix Police Department Public Affairs Bureau. The information, audio, and visuals you are about to see are intended to provide details of an officer-involved shooting, which occurred at 10 p.m. on May 29, 2020. This video may contain strong language as well as graphic video and images which may be disturbing to some people. Viewer discretion is advised. Officers of the Cactus Park Precinct responded to a 911 call at a liquor store near 27th Avenue and Bethany Home Road. The caller indicated that a man, later identified as 22-year-old Omar Luna, walked into a liquor store with a handgun in his hand after manipulating the slide.
I'm right here in the 27th Avenue and Bethany Home and the beer and wine liquor store, and it's one guy with a gun outside. I don't know what intention, but he cut in the gun and go inside the store. It's like white guy with shorts.
He has a gun and he went inside the beer and liquor store?
Yes, and he cut the gun. He showed the in the door.
An officer responded to the location and contacted the 911 caller. They learned that Omar was walking around while displaying the handgun and making statements about scaring people. Officers later located surveillance footage that showed Omar recklessly handling the firearm. 2 additional officers responded and obtained Omar's description and last known location. They began searching the area and quickly located him walking on a nearby residential street. Officers attempted to speak with Omar, but he immediately ran from them. The 2 officers got out of their vehicle and ran after him. As Omar was running away, one of the officers saw him remove a handgun from his shorts and approach the front door of a residence. Once at the door, Omar fired his handgun as he was trying to enter the home. Not knowing if this residence was occupied with potential victims, one officer fired his duty weapon in an effort to stop Omar. Omar was struck by the gunfire. Here is the body-worn camera from the passenger officer who fired his duty weapon.
Hey, can you stop?
Talk to us.
Hey, hands out of your pocket.
Hands out of your pocket.
Hey, hands out of your pocket, dude. Hey, hands.
Here's the shooting from the second officer's point of view. In the footage, the first shot you hear was fired by Omar, and the last 3 by the officer.
Hey, can you stop?
Talk to us.
Hey, hands out of your
Hands out of your pocket. Hands out of your pocket. Hey!
Omar was able to get into the house, so the officers tried to make contact with the residents to make sure they were safe, calling out to them to come out of the home.
Come outside, ma'am. Come outside.
I'm on the floor.
Come outside, ma'am. Come outside. Come outside.
Over here.
Over there.
I'm going.
As officers moved residents out of the house, they saw Omar sitting on the floor. He told officers he had accidentally fired the
Why were you
handgun.
shooting?
I wasn't shooting, no. Right now when I tried to open the door, it went off.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why it went
Senor!
off.
After the last occupant exited, officers had Omar crawl outside where he was detained.
Let me see your hands.
Where's the gun?
Fine, that's fine.
Do not reach for your pocket. You will be shot.
Hands
I
up.
know, I don't got no guns, man. I don't got no
Keep
guns.
scooting now. Till I tell you to stop.
That's fine, that's fine. That's fine.
Keep going. Come on.
That's fine. I don't got no guns.
The officers provided first aid to Omar and requested the Phoenix Fire Department respond. Omar was transported to the hospital where he was treated for his injuries prior to being booked into the Maricopa County Jail. Omar was arrested for 1 count of aggravated assault on a police officer and 1 count of disorderly conduct for recklessly handling the firearm. There were no other injuries to community members or officers. The handgun Omar used was later located inside the residence by detectives. It was also learned Omar lived at this residence. The officer who fired his duty weapon is 23 years old and is assigned to the Cactus Park Precinct. He has 2 years of service. Conclusions about whether the actions of the officers are consistent with department policy and the law will not be made until all facts are known and the investigation is complete.
This video was intended to inform and educate the public about a critical incident in our community. You can learn about the Phoenix Police Department's transparency policy on our website.